get to it. So this news came down yesterday evening, and it's a big news. We've got a lot of reaction regarding it, and you may have heard about it here from WCNC Plus, WCNC Charlotte, and our digital platforms. But Border Patrol immigration enforcement expected in Charlotte. That's according to an NBC report. So here's what we have so far. Charlotte will be the next city, could be the next city where Border Patrol will begin immigration enforcement operation. Again, that's according to NBC News. A lot of questions, and that's why we have Megan Bragg here from our Verified team. Meg.
Hi.
A lot of questions. You've seen a lot of those questions.
I've seen a lot of questions, yeah.
You posted a video. We were talking about TikTok videos, right?
Videos,
as far as news and what we post. And you told me about, you posted about this story about Border Patrol yesterday, and your comment section has been on
blowing
fire.
Up. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a lot of things being said in the comment section, but also a lot of questions too, which we still have a lot of questions on this because it's not necessarily confirmed yet. A lot of outlets are saying that they spoke with an official in Homeland Security that did say that we were the next stop, which I know like a lot of people are worried. Some people are happy, you know, so it's we're getting it all across the board. But a lot of people have been asking if there's any way to stop this, if the governor has any control or if the mayor of Charlotte has any control. And I think that's what people have been wondering a lot, especially in Chicago and stuff. I know that there's been a lot of like declarations from the city to try to stop certain things. So what we do know is that Operation Midway Blaze, I should say, was
Blitz.
the Blitz. Blitz. Thank you. Was the operation in Chicago. They started in September, and Homeland Security says that they have detained 3,000 illegal immigrants so far from that operation since September. So almost 2-3 months. Right? 2-3 months, right?
Yeah.
Homeland Security is, of course, as we know, a federal agency, and they operate, U.S. Border Control or Patrol operates under that federal agency. So because it's a federal agency, not state or local, really the governor or mayor doesn't have a say in if they can come in or not, because they go through federal agencies and federal authority. So it's not state or local authority that they would listen to.
Oh, man. And like the sheriff's office, CMPD had said, hey, we have not heard anything. Leaders from, I believe, CMS, City Council, they all put out a joint statement.
And the governor even today was asked about it, too. And he said that, he did reach out to the White House and has not heard back from them. So he's also asking, Governor Stein asked the White House, too, if they would tell him anything about it. He said, that no one has gotten back to him. So a lot of unknowns here, but we do know that they can come in. They have the right to do that. It is a federal agency. North Carolina is under the 287 program, which is part of a cooperation with immigration. So, our local authorities could help in that way. Now, not saying that they will. And the state and local, if you're a sanctuary city, which we're not, they have the right to say, no, we're not helping. You guys do this all on your own, sort of thing. So, but because we're not a sanctuary city, still kind of looking into that. If the mayor or governor can be like, don't help.
And this has been like a point of contention for Sheriff McFadden, Mecklenburg County Sheriff Gary McFadden. He's come out and said, hey, because there have been different ICE operations. There's an ICE field office here, and they've conducted. I don't want to call them raids, but
different operations.
Operations, thank you. And he's come out against it, and he says, "Hey, you have not contacted me."
Right.
And this is kind of like the
quite
next
vocal about it.
Very vocal.
Like if you want to work with us, you need to tell us what's going on.
And this is just like another sort of chapter in that sort of drama of that.
I was reading too. Homeland Security does have a good myth and fact section on their page. A lot of people I know are worried about schools, places of faith, and that sort of thing. Healthcare. And they said typically they would not go into those places. Like that is not what they are targeting. So they're not saying they wouldn't go into a school, but that's what they said, that is not the job that they're into, is to go into a school or to a hospital or something like that.
And
So
I've talked to some nonprofits. I'm not going to say their actual names because it was an off the record conversation that said, "Hey, we've done different events and held different things, and we've had ICE show up.
Oh, yeah.
And we've seen different clients and residents not show up because of the fear of
Right.
ICE and now border patrol."
Well, and you have to think too about, our community in Charlotte and just really around North Carolina in general. A lot of farming, and there's a lot of construction going on in Charlotte. So it's going to be really interesting to see how many people do show up to work or, restaurants.
Right.
So it will be very interesting. Now, like we said, we don't know how this operation is happening. We don't know if and when they're coming,
Right.
anything like that. But we have gotten several outlets saying that officially they've been told that they're coming to Charlotte next.
And I exhale because again we have a lot of questions and we want to know the answers so we can give those to you. Meg is doing a great job of put what she always does, puts in context what we're going through, what's happening. Meg, when can folks catch your story? Because I know a lot of folks have their eye out on that story.
And you know what? I don't know. Did Spencer put in an assignment thread for me yet? Because last time I checked, it wasn't in there. Not trying to call out Spencer.
A
but-
peek behind the curtain.
Oh, yeah.
You are at
4:30.
Oh, cool. Okay.
4:30. Catch
4:30,
Meg's
great.
story, and it we already have an article up on our digital platforms. That story will be up there shortly.
Yep.
Meg, thank you for your time.
thank you, guys.
A lot of information there. Thank you.
Appreciate you.